Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Leadership Institute. I'm the Reverend Renee Rahutsky, and I'm one of the co-deans of the UU Leadership Institute. And I want to walk you through how to access the course materials, how to progress through the course so that you get credit for the things that you've read and the quizzes that you've taken and all those sorts of things. So first of all, you want to make sure you're logged into the website. And you'll know that you are because there'll be a little howdy with your name, and if you have a profile picture, that will show up in the upper right-hand corner. So once you're logged in, I'm assuming that you've already registered and enrolled in a course, and the course has started. So you should have received an email if you registered before the course started on the day that the course opens. If you registered after the day the course started, you'll get an email every time a new module opens. So the things you really want to pay attention to on the website are the courses and the courses that you're registered for. Once you're logged in, you'll be able to see the course status of all the courses that you've registered for. So for me, in this particular identity that I have, in order to show you how this works, I have been enrolled in 2 courses, the on-demand courses, Love Reaches Out, and the on-demand Organizing on the Side of Love. So when you're logged in, those will show up on your homepage just like these are. You'll also see who else is on the website at the time. Right now it's just me because I'm recording this right before the course is open, so no one else is on the website. And so you'll see yourself logged on there, and if there's other people on, you'll see their user profile pictures and names as well. So the other thing you can do is go to the tiles that are on the home page. You can click on one of those tiles that will bring you to the course. And another place you can click onto the course is to go into the current semester. I'm recording this for the spring of 2017, and you'll be able to figure out the courses that you're registered for. I'm actually registered for on-demand courses, so again there's a tab for on-demand courses. So I'm going to go right into the outreach and growth there, but again I could have accessed the course either through that pull-down menu, through the tile on the home page, or on the right-hand side where it shows all the courses that I'm enrolled in. So on the course homepage, you'll see that the tile, sort of the description of the course, and it's also the tile that's on the front page of the website with a brief description. I haven't started the course yet, so it says not started. And if you look down at the bottom, if you scroll on down, there's a list of course content. We have each course, because it's there's many sessions, organized by what we call modules. And you take the modules in order. So in this case, the first module, which I haven't taken yet, is Module 1, Why Reach Out. Now you'll notice to the right here, there's a little check mark that's gray. Once I've completed that particular module and clicked through everything that's on the module individual pages, that check mark will be green. And I'll go through this whole module so you can see what that looks like. There's also a progress bar that you'll see that'll show, it'll turn greener and greener and greener as you work your way through the course. Now, this is an on-demand course, so that all of them, you can work through them at your own pace. You don't need to, they're all available. So you can sit down in one long one-day session and go through the whole course. Our other courses, what we call our scheduled courses, are designed so that every 2 weeks one of the modules opens. And let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to go into the spring course and into compassionate communication, which is at the top. And if I scroll down here, you'll see that each module actually is scheduled to open. So today's January 19th, and you'll see that tomorrow, Module 1 will open. It says available on January 20th. And you'll see on the right, instead of a check mark box, there's a little calendar. If you see a calendar there, it means the module's not ready yet to be taken. If you see the little gray check box like we did on the on-demand course, that means that the module's open. The available on note won't be there anymore. And so that means you can go ahead and take that module. So I'm going to go back into my course, the on-demand course that I'm using as our example. And I'm scrolling back down to the bottom of the page, and I'm going to click on Module 1. So what there is on each module page is different resources you get to work through. And we try to divide them up so you can do them in chunks. In this particular case, there's some readings for you, whoever's taking the course, to look at. So these are all hyperlinks. So if I click on this particular report, I'm going to open it in a new tab just so we don't get confused, I don't lose my place. This is actually a PDF file. All of our links usually are either YouTube videos, maybe Vimeo videos, PDFs, or perhaps an actual website. So in this case, the PDF of this particular report, this is from the Pew Research Center, comes up. So I can go ahead and read this. If you want to keep these, you can go ahead and save them on your hard drive, maybe create a file for the course. And you're welcome to save the course materials as you go through them. You know, sometimes I'll just create a document and I can save the YouTube links. So we are not going, so I'll pretend that I've read this PDF report. And then there's another article. This brings us actually to a Methodist Theological School in Ohio, and it talks about seekers. So I would read through this particular article, and then I'll go back to the website. And then there's also a video presentation for every module. In this case, it is Carrie McDonald and Sarah Gibb-Millsbaugh who are the instructors for this particular course. So you can click on the video and it'll bring it up and you can watch it. This one's 31 minutes long. You can see that in the lower right hand corner. You can also click on the make it bigger so it fills the whole screen. This is especially handy if you're on a phone or maybe a tablet where the video is really, really tiny. And a laptop computer that I'm using, that's not such a problem. So you can go ahead and look through the video, watch it. You can watch it as many times as you want. And then there's also discussion questions. So there's a comment box. This is based, again, on a WordPress platform. So one of the questions is, have you noticed these trends in your own congregation and community? If so, what have you noticed? If not, what's different about your context? So I might go down to this particular comment and I might say, I notice that we have a lot of college students who visit early in the semester. We have developed a campus group in response. So once I've written my comment, I hit the post comment button there. These boxes that you click are gray. We've sent in a help desk ticket to see if we can get them a little flashier, but sometimes they're a little hard to see. So just know that on pretty much any page there's a button that you have to click and the button's gray. So I'm going to post my comment. And what actually happens when you post the comment is there is an email that goes to the instructor. In this case, I, as the dean, happen to get the emails for this particular course. But know that the instructor or somebody from the Leadership Institute does see all of your comments. Sometimes we'll go in and respond to them, but just know that there's a live person on the other end when you do that. So the other thing you want to look at is at the bottom of the page, there may or may not be additional things called lesson topics. So in this case, there is a lesson topic. It's called The Future of Faith You Use in a Changing Time. So I'm going to click on that. Actually, I'm going to go back a second. I wanted to point something out. In that lesson, in that little box, you'll notice that there's a gray dot. So the gray dot means you haven't completed that lesson topics. If that dot is green, then you know you've already done that. So if you can't progress through the course, look to see where there's a gray dot or a gray check mark, and that means that somewhere you haven't clicked a box saying mark complete. And you'll see how that works in just a second here. So I'm going to go into this Future of Faith lesson topic, and in here there's another video where Carrie McDonald talks about shifts that are taking place in American religion. And again, I click on that. This is actually housed on the Unitarian Universalist Association's own YouTube page. It's called Small Screen. So sometimes you'll go to a YouTube page, sometimes you'll go to one of these small screen videos, but they all should play on, no matter what kind of computer or phone or other kind of device you have, they should play seamlessly. And again, there's questions on this topic page. Sometimes the topic pages will also have resources, additional resources. So even you don't necessarily have to read all the resources if they're optional, but what you do have to do is at the bottom of the page, you look for that pesky little gray Mark Complete button and click on that once you've done the materials. And that will bring you to back either to the next topic page if there's more than one topic, or it'll bring you back to the module page. So there we are back at Module 1. Now you'll notice that there is, that's it. Sometimes there'll be a quiz there that you'll take to make sure that you've gone through the materials. In this case, there isn't a quiz, so all I have to do is hit the Mark Complete button. You'll notice the lesson topics, now that little dot is green, so I know that I've already done that and worked my way through it. So this, again, this is like a bookmark to help to see where you are in the course. So in this case, I'm going to hit that Mark Complete button because I've done everything in the module. And this brings me on to Module 2. So if you look at Module, now look over on the right, there's that lovely little progress bar. My spouse calls it a similar thing. He teaches online courses also. He has a blue bar of knowledge. So this is really the green bar of knowledge as you progress through the course. And again, Module 2, there's some different videos that you get to look at with the different presenters. We have these cut up into smaller chunks, so you know, if you're commuting on a train, maybe you'll watch one on the way to and watch one on the way home. We try to have them set up so they're in digestible pieces. Again, there's resources, there's some discussion questions, and then there's some further study questions. So in this case, there's no topic, and so as you go through the course materials and you're done with everything on there, you click on the Mark Complete button, and on you go to the next module. And again, the progress bar gets greener and greener as you go. Now I'm going to go back to the home page of this course so you can see what shows up there as you progress through the course. So I'm going to go hit the home button there. And I'm going to go back into, I guess I could have gone to the course page. There's always a learning curve, right? But even if you're back here, you can find the course, which is the Love Reaches Out course there that I'm signed up for. And again, it's also on the right-hand side, everything I've signed up for. You'll see there's the progress bar on the right. And if you scroll down to the course content, you'll see those beautiful green check marks saying, yes, I've completed Module 1 and Module 2. So that's actually the status bar for the full course. And as you get through the end of the course, you know, as you work your way through it, those will all turn green. The other thing you'll notice, I'm going to go back to the home page. On the right-hand side, as I go through the course, I'll go down to where my course status, the ones that I'm registered for, and it actually talks about what I've done recently. So it shows here that I've completed, you know, 3 out of 7 steps since such and such a date. And it shows that I maybe hadn't started the other Organizing on the Side of Love course. So this is another kind of at-a-glance way of looking at the website. So what happens if you run into problems as you're trying to navigate the website? We have some different areas you can go to. We have a frequently asked question section. Has a little bit of the overview of the history of the Leadership Institute, as well as, you know, how do we register as a group, what if I need to mail in a check, things like that. And we also have a support tab. This tutorial is under tutorials, as well as a tutorial on how to register. There's a troubleshooting guide, so if we have common questions or problems that come up, such as forgetting to hit that Mark Complete button, that happens a lot, those are listed there. And if you're not able to find what you need under the support tab, we have a ticketing system. So it helps us if you click on this UU Institute support ticket, and what happens is it helps us our administrator as well as the deans to track to make sure we're not all answering the same question, and we can respond to you quickly and make sure things get resolved. So anyway, that support ticket is there. Support ticket function is there for you to open a ticket. If you have other tickets, you'll get an email too, but this just helps us keep track. So anyway, again, we're delighted that you're a part of the UU Leadership Institute. Don't forget to read the covenant. That's under the participant tab. It's important for us because we really want to create an online learning community, and we do that with the intention of how we are together, and that's expressed in our covenant. So please do check on that. So I hope to see you either online or in person.